Alright guys, it's the last UFC event of the year and I'm going to be running through my bets for this card. Let me know what you guys think, if you're tailing or you're fading these bets. So this is in no particular order. First up, I'm going Jalen Turner and Pantoja to win 1 unit on this. I got the odds at 2.13 odds. So I did bet this earlier in the week. So yeah, I like Turner. He's much younger, he's got all the physical advantages, and I think Barbosa at 39 years old, his best days are behind him, and I didn't like how Barbosa looked in his last fight, especially his boxing defense. He was getting cracked with some big punches and wobbled, and I think Turner is very dangerous, especially in the first round. So yeah, I like Turner. And Pantoja, he's just much more experienced and the much better grappler. He also has a solid chin, so I think he's going to be able to absorb the shots of Van and eventually get a hold of him, take him down and submit him. But for this bet, just both on the money line, 1 unit. Next up, I'm going Turner again and Marion Santos, another unit, so 1 unit. These two to win. The odds were 2.2 when I placed the bet. So Santos, I think he's the better striker. I like his more fundamental striking. Naimov, he throws spinning shit and stuff that doesn't usually land at a high percentage, so I don't like that. And Naimov may have an advantage in grappling, but I think Santos' takedown defense looks solid, so I think he can defend the takedowns and has an advantage in the striking. Next up, we're going Mansour by finish. And we're going to take Jalen to win in round 1 or 2. So Jalen, he's very dangerous early, but he does slow down. So I think if he gets a finish, it's going to be early. Then for the third leg of this bet, I'm going to the boxing in Australia, Jai Opetaia fight to go no distance. Jai Opetaia is the best cruiserweight in the world, and he's fighting a 40-year-old German guy with a suspect record who does look decent, but he's been fighting absolute cans. So I think Jai Opetaia is going to be way too much for him and KO him, but I'm taking the safer route with just no distance. So yeah, all three of those, I feel pretty confident on this. The odds are $2.50, so it's good odds, and I'm putting 1.5 units on this one. So yeah, I like it. Next up, Farasi Yam to win in round 3 or decision, just 0.75 units on this one. He's fighting Nazim Sadikov, who I'm a big fan of. He's a good fighter, but I think Ziyam, he's got the height and reach advantage. I think he's going to be able to win minutes at long range. He's got good striking, and I think Nazim, he's going to be trying to get on the inside so he can throw his combinations. He's very good on the inside. But Ziyam is good defensively, and I think he's good at clinching up when he's in danger. So I see him winning more minutes in this fight and avoiding the danger and probably getting a decision. But I'm going to take round 3 or decision. The odds are 2.1 for that one. Next up, I'm taking Henry Cejudo to get 2 takedowns, 1 unit, and the odds are 2.1. So Henry Cejudo is a massive underdog. He's quite old, 38, but he's got a lot of experience. He's a former Olympic wrestling gold medalist, and he's going up against a young, powerful striker. So the obvious game plan is going to be him to get takedowns, and I think he can get 2 takedowns. Even if he loses the fight, I think he can get 2 takedowns. And I thought 2.1 was pretty good odds for that. So yeah, 1 unit on that. Next up, we're going, this is the Torres versus Dawson fight, and I've actually playing both sides. So I found 2 spots that I think are pretty likely. So we're going Torres by finish, 1 unit, and I got odds of 3.1 on Sportsbet, which is pretty good odds, I thought, because Torres, if he wins, I think it's a finish. He's very dangerous, but he leaves himself open because he is so wild and crazy. Dawson, then I'm taking Dawson to win +2 takedowns. I'm putting 1 unit on that, and the odds are $2.50. So Dawson, he's a wrestler. He's going to be shooting for takedowns, and the only question is whether Dawson gets 1 takedown and finishes him, or can Torres survive, and will he get taken down twice? Purely because of the odds, I'm taking Dawson to win +2 takedowns, and I think Torres will be able to survive, or at least get up from 1 takedown, and then he'll probably get taken down again. And if Dawson wins, I see him winning in the 2nd or 3rd round, or by decision, sort of grinding out the explosive Mexican with his wrestling, and maybe he gets a finish late. But for this bet, we're just going Dawson to win +2 takedowns. So yeah, I'm betting both sides. If either of those method of victory hit, I'll make profit on that one. Pantoja by submission, 1 unit. It's pretty obvious play. I've been betting Pantoja's sub his last few fights, and it's been cashing, so I'm just going to keep going with it. The odds are $2.50. Pantoja's just a really good grappler, and Van, he's a good boxer, but he's more of a combination guy, not like a one-hit KO guy. So I think Pantoja's chin's pretty good, so I think he's going to be able to just walk through some of those shots, get a hold of him, get to his back, and get the submission. Next up, this is my over bet. I'll put all these bets up at the end so you can just take a photo of them. I'm going Santos to go over 1.5 rounds, Nazim to go over 1.5 rounds, and Tatsuro Taira to go over 1.5 rounds. So the reason being is these are all lighter weight classes. Nazim does have pretty good power, but as I mentioned before, I think Ziam is very good defensively, so that's why I see that one going over 1.5. And Tatsuro Taira versus Moreno, I think that's a very close fight, so both guys are very good. I see that going over as well. And the Santos fight, I think both guys are pretty durable, so I see that one going over. So yeah, odds for that are $1.98, and I've got 3 units on that one, so pretty confident. Next up, I'm taking a shot on Brandon Moreno by decision, and I've put that with in Cage Warriors, a guy called Sean Clancy, which looks like a complete mismatch, his fight. So I got half a unit on that, and the odds are $3. So I'm taking Moreno because I see it as a 50-50 fight, and we're getting underdog odds on Moreno. Moreno, I think, is a better striker than Taira. Taira obviously is the better grappler, but Moreno is not terrible on the ground either. I think he's got pretty good scrambles, so it's definitely an interesting fight. If Tatsuro Taira beats Moreno, that's a really impressive win. Next up, I'm going Jan Blachowicz to win. I got him at 1.9 odds, and I put 1.5 units on him. I think Jan has fought the much better guys. He is 42, so that's a concern. He's going up against a big power puncher in Bogdan, but I think Jan is going to be smart. I think he's going to land leg kicks. Bogdan is very open to leg kicks because he has a wide stance, which gives him a lot of power in his hands. But I think Jan, if he can survive early, is the question. I think he can, and he's going to chop him down with the leg kicks and then win. I don't know how he's going to win. I'm just taking him on the money line. He could win anyway, I think, KO, sub, or decision. So yeah, just money line. The odds are good enough. I'm going Jan. Next up, I got 2 units on Chris Duncan at $1.66. So I think Duncan's been improving. He's been looking better and better each fight. And I just can't bet McKinney because he's only got 1 round of cardio. And it's just an easy hedge bet for this fight. I'm also putting a smaller bet on McKinney round 1. The odds are $3. So I'm just staking enough on that to cover my most of my stake on my main bet, which is Duncan to win. So yeah, McKinney is very dangerous round 1, but if you can survive, I think Duncan is going to be able to survive and we'll probably finish him in round 2. But we're just going Duncan money line and a hedge bet on McKinney round 1. Next up, this is a bet, a 2-leg from last week that I already had. So I had Armin to win +1 takedown, which already hit. And then I got Merab to win 2.5 units. Now, this is my long shot multi for the card, and it is Santos to win, Mansour to win, Jalen Turner to win, Jan Blachowicz to win, and Merab to win on points. So I've only got half a unit on that, and the odds are 550, which I think is pretty juicy. I reckon they all could win. So yeah, that's my long shot multi for the card. And yeah, that's all my bets for this card. Let me know what you guys like, or if you're fading any of these bets or you're on the other side. So yeah, cool. Comment down below what you guys think, and I'll see you on the next card.